Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Good morning, Brook Park Superstars. Good morning, Essie Gross Warriors, and welcome to the District 95 Institute Day. We hope that everybody enjoyed Super Bowl Sunday, that your favorite team won, maybe you won some money on a Super Bowl square, or at least enjoyed some good food and the halftime show. We know that many of you might feel like the picture on the left side of this slide, but we are asking and hoping that everyone will do their part to be productive, to participate in some teamwork, and to check a few things off your individual or partner to-do list today so that you can feel more like the picture on the right side of this slide. So let's do this. What's on the agenda for today? We are super excited to offer the option to work from home today and allow for some flexibility in your schedule, but you still have work to do. I wanted to start by walking you through the agenda so that you can plan accordingly. So grab your coffee or tea and let's get started. The agenda today provides a balanced approach that allows us to prepare for future goals to support student learning and some time for you to work on your own planning and to-do lists during the win time. Win time is what I need time so that you can plan and do whatever makes you feel accomplished and successful for the day. This is a district goal sheet, or otherwise known in other districts as a school improvement plan document. Ours is a lot shorter than most districts, thank goodness, because we're hoping that it's easier to understand. I know that you've seen this document before. This is the document that helps the administrative team keep goals and work focused, cohesive, and intentional. Why is that important to you? The focus of the work we've already completed, the work we're expecting you to do now and today, as well as a preview into the future, all comes back to these 5 goals: standards-based curriculum, assessment, personalized learning, digital learners, and the social emotional wellness of our students. Our district philosophy is always to lead with the why, be clear with the what, and be flexible with the how. In order to explain the why, the what, and the how, we plan to move forward today and over the next 3 years. We need to first revisit the past. Here's a good quote to get us started. When it gets tough, turn around and look how far you've already come. We know things have been moving so fast this year. Change is always a constant, and living in the unknown offers many challenges. So we all get caught up in the craziness. It's so easy to be a walnut. And we don't take enough time to stop, breathe, and reflect on all the accomplishments, the celebrations, and growth that has already taken place in District 95. So let's take a minute to reflect together. In the last several years, our staff has learned and understands the standards because of all the work that you did to build trackers, build common assessments, align our curriculum maps, and put it all into Mastery Connect, the Common Core standards, the NGSS standards, the ISS standards, and we could go on with all the standards. You built quality, formative, and summative assessments that continue to evolve and support our learning. Our district implemented standards-based grading and provided a reporting tool that is more reflective of students' knowledge of the standards to align to our district philosophy. And you've become technology wizards. You've learned so much over the last 5 months even to survive in a pandemic, a hybrid model, a remote model, and to enhance your instruction with all the new tech tools. Wow, you guys are awesome. On to the present. You can do anything, but not everything. Think about that. We believe in the staff. We know that you can do anything when you set your mind to it, but we're also aware and know that none of us can do everything. We've chunked, phased, and developed steps towards our larger goals because we know that there are other responsibilities and things that have been filling all of our plates. So presently, what are we working on and why? We've been working to vertically align our programming and curriculum maps, knowing that there'll be some implementations and new programming. We've been supporting the new instructional models that required all of us to become more fluent in technology tools, and being creative to find ways to maximize instruction in less minutes in the day. And we all continue to work towards our standards-aligned curriculum assessments and student support systems through MTSS and TAPS models. On to the future. Change brings opportunity. We understand that change is uncomfortable, it's not easy, and it takes effort and lots of hard work. We're looking at the future changes as an opportunity to provide stronger instruction with all that we've learned in technology and new strategies during this pandemic. It's an opportunity to build back positive relationships when we can all meet up again inside and outside of school. An opportunity to continue the work to revise our assessments, to prepare students to be successful in and outside of the classroom. An opportunity to do better. We can always all do better. That doesn't mean it has to be more. It just means we need to think about what we can let go of. How can we think creatively about making changes? And what we can take away from this year to help us to do things differently in the future. In the future, over the next several years, what are we working towards? Where are we going? As far as curriculum, the things that we know is that our elementary Go Math curriculum is discontinued. So in the next 2 years, we're going to have to adapt a new math program. K2 Phonics was put on hold based on the pandemic, so that's another program that we're hoping to implement over the next several years. The middle school reading units and materials, we're going to look at, review, and make some changes. And we need to continue our TCI implementations at Brook Park and SE Gross. As far as assessments, we want to continue to create and revise common assessments in science, reading, math, and social studies. Grading and reporting. Based on all of your feedback, we hope to add a 4th performance indicator to our grading scale. We need to review our current report card and tool, and we want a report card that can be more student and parent friendly. Are we going to be able to do that all in a year, 2 years, 3 years? We're flexible and constantly changing our timeline based on the feedback and what we hear from you. We have had to put a lot of things on hold, push back curriculum goals, and shift our district initiatives to take things off the plate when priorities and things in the pandemic hit. Here's an overview of some of the goals that we will need to spread out over the next few years and are presently working together to make sure not to overwhelm the group. So in the first slide, this is our Brook Park curriculum and assessment timeline. You can take a few minutes to go through this on your own to read the fine print. But what I do want you to notice, and I wanted to emphasize, that we work really hard to phase things in, to slow down the rollout, and to do our best to target one goal at a time for teams and teachers. A lot of this work was put on hold. Like I said, it did get pushed back. And with the focus and shift on technology, online instruction, and live streaming, and not knowing what next year will look like, there's a chance that this could be shifted and changed again. But please take a few minutes, Brook Park staff, to look at this, read through it, and understand better where we're planning on going with some of our curriculum changes. This is the SE Gross curriculum and assessment timeline. The same thing. If you could take 2 or 3 minutes to read through this, it'll give you more details about how we plan to accomplish these goals. But again, remembering that things don't always go as planned. You know that, we know that. This is a flexible timeline, and it's based on where we're at right now and when we're ready to move forward. So the present and future of District 95. This map is super tiny, and if you're like me and need glasses, you might want to click on the link at the top to see this in a larger format. But this is the work that we've been working towards at the last faculty meetings. We'll work on today and then building on over the next several faculty meetings. We will be looking for people to explore and move forward with some of the transitions as paid committee members and allow time for others to move at their own pace. So let me break this down for you. Here's a 30-second breakdown of that last timeline with the steps that are necessary to guide and slowly move towards these district goals, initiatives, changes, and new opportunities for the future that were mentioned earlier. Please notice that this work has already begun and it spans over the next 3 years, which was intentional. With so many unknowns about what next year will look like, what additional supports or training might be needed if things shift, and or if they remain the same. So step 1, curriculum maps are updated and programming is in place. A few SE Gross staff members still need to finish this up, but most have already completed this at the January faculty meeting. Yay! Brook Park will have time today to work on this. Check. Step 2, prioritize standards and what we will need to be mastered in each subject and grade. So SE Gross staff will work on this today, and we will give you plenty of time at future faculty meetings to continue this work through the rest of this year. Step 3, notice, is 2021-22, so next year. We hope to explore and train on programs that fit our new needs for assessment creation, grading, and reporting changes in the future, looking at platforms such as Schoology, Canvas, and continuing with Google. We hope to develop common assessments for all the priority standards in the work that you're starting today. Step 4, notice again, this is 2022-23 school year, so not next year, the year after. We hope to implement this new platform to best assist us in the implementation of common assessments, new grading, and reporting platform. And this will be our focus over the next several years to get us to a place where we feel comfortable with this. We hope that this presentation helps to connect the dots to make some sense of what you're doing today and in the future, while still highlighting that we're always here to support you. There's always flexibility, and there's always times when we need to shift or change or pivot, and we're always willing to do that. So, good luck with your work today. All of us are here to support you. Please reach out with any questions, and make it a great day.